Yo, what's up? What's happening? Happy Thursday. IFBB Pro Matt Vitale coming at you. You know what's up. We're going to be chatting a real chat today. I'm going to be giving you guys and girls a little bit of insight on how I actually grew muscle. To say that I already haven't been doing that, but because it is Throwback Thursday, we're going to be throwing it back to a time where I actually didn't have as much muscle as I do when I was actually a skinny little fuck. All right. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. But before we dive in, I want to thank each and every single one of you girls and guys for supporting me constantly and for always showing up to these live streams, liking my posts, showing my posts, saving my posts. And I just hope that you get as much value as possible. If you do get value, share this out to a friend, save it, let somebody else know. Don't hog all of the value for yourself. All right. Without wasting time, we are going to dive into the meat and potatoes of today's topic, which is what it takes to grow this much natural muscle. All right. So, caveat, if you haven't already checked it out, check out my post that I recently dropped on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, where I talk about the transformation and my two not so secret secrets that are, related to growing natural muscle. Before we dive into it, too, I'm just going to read a little bit of the comments over here, and then I'm going to dive into what I want to talk about and give you guys and girls my perspective, my opinion, and my experience growing natural muscle. And again, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them as I go along the live stream slash podcast. And at the end of the live stream slash podcast, I will get back to you and answer your questions as usual. If you are normal, if you are returning here and you're a normal, or I'll say returning visitor, you know what it is already. So I don't have to waste time. Yo, what's up, Empire? Arshjot, remain humble, 416. What's good, Jesse? I see you. I see you, Morris. Death Grip. Sophie. What's up, dog? Marcelino, what's good? I see you. Frank Guzman, what's up? Coco, Dylan McLaughlin. See y'all on TikTok. All right, so let's get the ball rolling. I'm just gonna read this thing over here. Remain humble 416 says, bro, I got into a huge argument with my boy about you being natty. He kept saying you're too dense slash full on a cut. Hey, to each their own. Anyway, I will be showing you guys and girls what I do in my off season and what I do to get ready for a show to show you guys why I'm so dense, full, and cut. I actually stay lean year round, so you can actually go through my Instagram and scroll all the way through to like even my first post. I've never been fat in my life, like ever. So, I mean, whatever. But anyway, we're not here to argue with people that don't see the dream, that don't understand that being a natural nomad is a real thing, that don't believe in the fact that natural muscle can be grown. Okay, because your boy's got some serious self-doubt issues going on over there, and he might be projecting them on you or me, whatever, because he thinks that it's just not possible to look the way that I do. And I don't blame him because, again, people are conditioned by their conditions, right? Which means that because he hasn't achieved anything amazing that he would think is amazing, he's going to think that everything else that other people do is just not legit. And that's okay. There are many people like him. That's fine. All right. But I appreciate you for standing up for me and, and defending, but don't waste your energy, man. I don't even waste my energy defending myself because the proof is in the pudding and my drug test is literally on the wall. Can you see it? No, it's like that little paper right there where my finger is. My drug test is on the wall. So I'm not going to waste my breath or energy talking that shit to somebody that doesn't understand what is going on. All right. So I appreciate you. Remain humble 416, but save your energy, save it for squats. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, we got leg day going down today. Okay. So you can tell by the legendary Coco Chanel sweater, which is my favorite leg day sweater. It's the only, like, this is my uniform for leg day. If I'm not wearing the sweater, I'm not training legs. I don't give a fuck. This is like the leg day sweater. It's been my leg day sweater since 2016, and I'm never gonna change it. It's good luck. It's a good luck omen. It keeps me safe and away from injuries. All right, so that on to Pastor Troy DGSP. You know what it is, baby. Every day you do this, man. This is like your thing. Fuck, man. I appreciate you. You make me laugh, man. Arsh, what's up? Death Grips is extra chocolate. You crack me up. Liam, what's happening? He says, how tall are you? Stage weight versus off-season weight. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, MATT space BUTALE. I'll be giving you that information and my split. Actually, my split will be coming in different videos, like different episodes in the new series, Project Natural Nomad. So stick around, subscribe to my YouTube channel, shameless plug, MATT space BUTALE, where I'll be dropping off all of the information regarding like how I train, how I eat, my stage weight, my height, what I do when I'm, not lifting, when I'm not competing, all that fun shit. All right. So Subscribe and you'll actually get your answer. Okay. I'm not just going to give it to you because you asked. All right. But I fucking love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you for showing up. What's up? I see you, Kwaku. What's happening? All right. Let's not waste any more time. Let's dive into the meat and potatoes. Okay. Let me just pin the chat over here so we know what we're talking about. And yes, we're going to pin the chat, but we're still natty here. We don't pin ourselves. We pin the comments. All right. So let's get it going. Let's chat. Okay. Let's talk. Let's chat with Matt. What it takes to grow this much muscle naturally. Okay. That's an alarm again. Excuse me. So first things first. What's up, Regan? I see you, dog. First things first. Let's break it down. If you have any questions or comments, drop them. I will get back to you at the end of this live stream. It's not going to be too long because I got to go hit the legs and all that good shit. Okay, so first things first. There are two not so secrets that I actually talked about earlier today. And the first one is time. This one is fucking underrated, and it's so cliche, and you don't want to hear it because honestly, I didn't want to hear it too. I'll be honest with you. Whenever I heard it from a senior, for someone that was already doing it, I was like, all right, shut the fuck up, man. I get it. Like, yeah, it's gonna take time, but I want this shit now. What do I do now to get to that point? Okay, you can't rush the process. You cannot rush the process with or without PEDs. You cannot rush the process. Time. It takes time to grow natural muscle. If you saw the post that I dropped earlier today, I showed you a picture of me in about 2012. I was about 14 years old, I think, about there, 14, 15, 14. I think I was 14 years old. Yeah, I was in the ninth grade, freshman for y'all people in the States. And I compared it to, when I was getting ready for the show that I recently competed at last weekend, where I turned pro. And the difference between those pictures, I'll say at least within that picture and the off season is a fair 80 pounds, right? I usually walk around, off season 210, at most 212, 15 ish, in the off season. So about 75, 70 pounds difference in the pictures. But although you see the weight difference, and I just explained it to you, and you can see the difference that is dramatic when it comes to the muscle, what you don't see is the fact that this was almost a 10-year accumulation of natural muscle. So just to go back to what my boy Remain Humble 416 was saying earlier, when you were defending me and my natural status, which I do appreciate, which you don't have to do, is not necessary. Don't waste your energy. This was 10 years in the making. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this was, and again, I'm not perfect. It wasn't like I didn't miss a day in 10 years. Like, nah, like I started training 3 to 4 days a week. Some weeks I wouldn't go. And when it comes to eating, I was eating like shit for the bulk of it. And when I say eating like shit, I just mean I wasn't eating the correct macros, protein, carbs, and fats and calories. I wasn't in like a surplus. I wasn't focused on nutrition for the first, at least out of the 10 years, the first, to be honest, 5 or 6. Okay. But I did show up in the gym, and I did also do freestyle wrestling and football, which kept me active, burning calories, increasing my strength, so on and so forth. Right. So within the 10 years, I failed several times when it comes to reaching failure in the gym, you know, which you're supposed to be doing. And I've also failed in the kitchen, which is essentially failing to prepare the meals properly and also failing to eat all the meals once I was able to prepare the meals properly. Because let's face it, that's a lot of food. Over the years, I was eating and eating and eating to grow. Okay. And only up until recently did I stop actually bulking and cutting because I realized that it wasn't necessary. It was just better to just stay as lean as possible and grow over a period of time as opposed to just like shovel down food. Right. So, the first thing I want to bring up to you is time. It takes time. What it takes to grow this much natural muscle is fucking time. I'm 23. It literally almost took me a decade to get here, a decade. And out of those 10 years, I'd say the last 4.5 ish years, 4 to 4.5 years, were actually on point where I was training at least 5 days a week. And I was, hitting at my meals at least with 70 to 60% compliance, for out of the last 5 years, say 2, 3. But as of the last 2, 3 years, out of the last 2 years, I've been at least between 80, 90% meal compliance, which is what, skyrocketed the rest of my success with, or in conjunction to the success that I had with my training, because I really was able to push myself with the training, and I was really able to stay really consistent with my training, especially for the last 2 to 3 years out of the last 5 years of training. Okay, but in total 10 years actual training. I'm 23, right? So I did have a head start because I put myself in that position. And let's face it, I love the gym. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys and girls Monday to Friday about the gym for absolutely free, giving you my time. And I also do appreciate you guys and girls giving me your time. Because again, you don't have to sit here. You'll never get this time back. And you choose to spend it watching me talk about fitness and trying to learn and get value from what I'm speaking about and my experiences. So I appreciate you. But that's the first thing. It takes a lot of time. We know that. What's the second thing? What's the second thing? What is the other thing that helps you, or what is it, the second thing that it would take for you to grow this much muscle naturally? Okay. I already talked a little bit about it when I was just explaining it right now, but it's consistency. When I say consistency, I'm not talking about just like showing up to the gym. I'm talking about showing up and working as hard as you do, if not harder, consistently. Like you are consistently showing up, you are consistently improving on when you show up, and you're consistently focused on improving your consistency going harder. I know that sounded confusing, but the word consistency here, I know I'm overusing it. I'm trying to use this word to explain the fact that it's like you have to be consistently climbing. You can't just be like, I'm showing up, I'm showing up, I'm showing up, but you're giving me like a wishy-washy 60%, 50% effort over time. Yes, it will do something for you over time, but to grow this much natural muscle, to grow like 50, 60, 70 pounds of natural muscle over the course of 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, you have to be training harder than last time each and every single time you go to the gym consistently. Like the consistency has to be focused on intensity and increasing that intensity consistently in the kitchen, in the gym, and overall being proactive, right? You don't want to get injuries. You want to go take care of your physio before things go south. Even if you're not feeling pain, get your massages done. Even if you're not feeling pain, do your ice baths. Even if you're not feeling pain, uh, buy a TENS unit, to get your muscle activity going up. And there's so many things in between. You got to be extremely proactive. You got to be ahead of the game. You have to do more than what's required in order to get to a point where naturally you can accumulate a lot of muscle without injuries in a sustainable fashion where you're not actually like killing yourself, right? So it's not difficult. It just takes a lot of time and a serious willpower. And when I say a lot of time, I mean some time. Like we're talking about prison time, 10 years. Almost 10 years is what it took for me to get from where I was to where I am now. Okay. And if you're not ready to come to terms with that reality, if you're not ready, if you like can't accept that reality, then you shouldn't go down this path because you're just going to disappoint yourself and you're not going to be satisfied as soon as you want to be satisfied, with your results. Because again, let's face it, growing natural muscle it just takes time. Growing muscle in general takes time, let alone doing it naturally, which takes more time. So if you don't love the gym, if you don't actually have a passion, if you are not seriously aligned with, the future of what your physique can, entail, like what you can actually do in the future, what you can see in the future, if you like do not actually believe that it's possible for you to look a certain way in 10 years, then it's going to be a waste of time for you to try to force yourself to do something you don't actually want to do. All right. So what it takes to grow this much natural muscle, very simple, two things that I mentioned earlier on today: time and consistency. Okay, you got to be doing the right things when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to training consistently. Okay, and you also have to be able to understand that, okay, well, I may be lifting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and I may see small results, but it's not a short term game. You're not lifting today to get muscles tomorrow. You're lifting today to look a certain way for the rest of your life. So there's a commitment that you're going to have to make for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? Okay. And it's going to take time, as much time as you have here, because it's going to be for the rest of your life. You're not going to hit this goal of, say you wanted to look lean at 200 pounds. Just throw it out there. You're not going to get to 200 pounds lean and then stop training and stop eating, because then you're just going to, throw away all that progress. It's not what you want. All right, guys and girls. That's it. That's all. Just keeping it short and sweet, around 15 minutes for you guys and girls today. I really do appreciate you giving me your time. We will be back again tomorrow for the last live stream of the week. As usual, we go live Monday to Friday. If you want to check the replay of this live stream, you can check it out on YouTube. in the highest quality, audio and video quality. And my YouTube is MATT space BUTALE. Hit me on the hit. You know what's up, guys and girls. I appreciate y'all ever so much. Just gonna give a little shout out to some of the people that joined a little bit later. What's up? What's up, Fabio, Zach, Spencer, homie over here. I see you, Jeff Paul, Dynamite, Yusuf, 91 underscore. Terry, what's up? Mr. CO. Nijar, what's up? I see you. Pleasure meeting you in the gym the other day, actually. Arish, what's up? He says Keys, what's up, bro? Express Art, what's up? Julie Bowers, Mario Albert, Tay Parker. I see you guys and girls, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your presence. Thank you ever so much for giving me the time that you're never going to get back. Colin, I see you there. Thank you so much, people. It's been a blast. We will be out and back again tomorrow for the last live stream of the week. Until then, you know what it is. I hope you have the best fucking Thursday of your life. I'm going to go crush legs. We're going to chat tomorrow. You already know what it is, people. We are out.